let's get started. On va pouvoir commencer. Parfait. Donc désolé, je suis 5 minutes en retard. 4 minutes en fait. Donc aujourd'hui, ça va être un peu différent. Today's going to be a bit different. Because as you can see, there's no rotation in the sketches right there. Because I only did one. So it's going to be more of like a live... it's almost going to be like an improv sculpt or something. Donc ça va vraiment plus être de l'improvisation, puis je vais voir là où ça va m'amener pendant que je suis en train de le sculpter. Fait que là, comme d'habitude, je vais juste commencer par importer le croquis, là, ben, le seul croquis que j'ai fait. So I'll just start by importing that sketch, just so I have a rough roadmap, and I'll maybe import a one of the reference images that I have, just so that I can keep the design kind of faithful to the design of the actual creature and or robot. Donc c'est ça. Cette semaine, c'est des robots méchants qui ont été créés par les méchants dans la série de X-Men. So I always really liked these robots. They're like huge and towering, and they have a really cool presence on screen, and they have a very simple but really interesting design. So let's go ahead and put that one there, and maybe one other one. On a racheté juste une dernière des deux. Okay, ça va marcher. So one last one. Okay, ça va être ces deux. Add. Perfect. Fait que juste question de rester fidèle au robot, là, ou au design des créateurs originaux. Alright, so let's get started. So already I have this layer here, no occlusion, everything, so I'm good to get started. Clay, let's set it to add. Perfect. Add here. And always, mirror is always good to start. So already you can see that their head, it's pretty simple. Let me just, so, okay, this is good. Just bring down the, no, that's also good. Okay, donc pour une fois la géométrie est correcte aussi du premier coup. C'est quand même rare. Et voilà. This one here, on va peut-être juste mettre le mettre un peu plus foncé. So let's just put it a bit darker. Because there we go. Like this should do it. Stomp. You know, that seems too dark. Okay. That seems perfect. Alright. Also, for you eagle-eyed viewers, I am wearing the same shirt as last week. It is not completely on purpose, though I will admit that. Wait a second. So that I like wearing the shirt, and you know, it's either I do lots of laundry and I just rotate it back to this one, or I'm not allowed to wear this shirt around food or anything that could stain me, which is most of the time, so I wear it when I can, which is on stream. So, you know, free to you guys to choose which legend to believe. Okay, let's go ahead. So already, I'm at my second layer. I'm just trying to get the band that's around the helmet. I know it's already starting a bit detail-y, but it's such like a staple of their design. Yeah, so, and it's, you know, very rough geometry, really not grave, vraiment pas grave. Okay, do this. Okay, so already perfect, and then, you know, just take the move. Okay, so move is a bit strong, or is it? No, move is perfect. Just Perfect. So I can already add a new layer. I think I'm going to go with the square, or cube as they're referred to in the 3D world. And then maybe try to get that jawline in. The jawline. There's more the actual jaw, I guess. Perfect. So as always, I'm gonna try to keep it faithful to the original design, but try to have fun with the shapes. So this guy probably duplicate. Duplicate this guy too. Bring it up, make it smaller. Like the one thing they do have is that very recognizable kind of nose ridge. So, and when I was having fun with it, just sketching it out, or I usually text myself sketch ideas when I'm not around my computer, so I have like a record of just random ideas I have. And for this one, I wanted it to be kind of like, you know, that it was designed by humans who were like enamored with Tony Stark's designs. So I was really trying to get the feel, you know, kind of like the first robot. Well, the first enemy robot that Tony had to fight against. Okay, the first enemy robot that Tony had to fight against in the movies, like it was very much inspired by Iron Man, but it was like super crude and almost looked like the Iron Giant. So that's a bit the kind of feel I want to go with. And I was also thinking that these guys have to like fly all the time, so their suits can't be too yeah, I'm creating a Sentinel. Hey Cam, hey Dam, how's it going? Decided to create a Sentinel from the X-Men universe. How's it going? So here I'm just trying to get his shoulder pads, and his design is really smart. It kind of looks like a football player in the comics. Well, just that's what these shoulder pads make me think of, actually. So already I can probably merge this. Yeah, let's go ahead and merge those, just to clear up the folder structure inside the document. Okay, perfect. And this I kind of want to do the crotch area. So my idea as well is, since they always have to fly and stuff, I thought about there we go, making them have like an empty exoskeleton that would enable them to be way more to be able to fly and get off the ground more easily and more versatile, since they're like huge in the comics. And I also wanted to keep that kind of aspect of the design too, just the how massive they are, you know. All right, so let's just switch to this, try to get some more hard surfacey detail kind of stuff going. There we go. So very simple shapes, you know. We're still at the beginning, so I don't want to go too crazy. Always important to keep an eye on the profile as well, because sometimes it looks real good. It looks real good from the front view, and then you switch it over to the sides, and it doesn't make any more sense. There we go. Kind of like that roll. Maybe even just... yeah, it's really cool. Perfect. You know, I don't know how they'll handle him in the MCU. I was thinking, I was sure they'd bring him in, well, sure. I thought that maybe they'd bring him in during WandaVision, you know, that very, very widespread, fan theory, that they were gonna do like a reverse House of M during, what's it called, during WandaVision? So, yeah, that's maybe how I thought they were gonna do it, like if they were there the whole time, but, Wanda kind of restructured some humans' DNA or something, or they'd be brought over from a separate universe, since she's like a nexus being and a constant across all parallel universes in the comics. Maybe they were gonna like have fun with that theory. What about you? Do you think that Magneto is gonna show up in WandaVision? Or I'll do you one better. Have you been watching WandaVision? Or did I just spoil stuff for you? If I did, I'm real sorry. For real. Okay, so I'm kind of liking that. Let's go ahead and... I might duplicate this guy and bring him over here. This one and this one, I can merge them already. I might start naming layers real quick. Clear. Let's go with enter, just to not get lost in the folder structure. So this and this one will be going here. Perfect. So I have the head on one thing, the body, and the crotch. Perfect. And oh no, I don't want him to be attached. What's this guy? It might have been the new layer I started? Probably. Okay. Let's go ahead and make some forearms real quick. So yeah, did you have any prevalent theories on how they were going to bring him in, or hadn't really thought about it yet? I think they're still on continuous. Yeah, they're not on single, which when you're creating shapes, it's always better to have them on single. The clay tool. So, and also, when you want to move stuff and keep that symmetry on, you can set the inner radius to 100. Wait, oh, that's looking cool actually. There we go, like this. And then just move these shoulder pads out a bit. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, you know, I think that we're on the same page on that front there, because I did think that maybe the snap might have done something. But yeah, so you watched episode 8 as well. I don't know about you, but I was not. I did not know about the final reveal. I did not know that that happened in the comics, but I was just so surprised with that reveal at the end. I love how they integrated. Okay, yeah, same, like merging the parallel universes, and well, for me, merging the parallel universes and bringing in the X-Men that way. Because I don't know if they could like kind of retcon it and say that the mutants were there all along. I think that that might anger some of the fan base too much, you know. So yeah, but that reveal at the end of the episode, woo! I love how like they weren't doing post-credit scenes at the beginning of the series, so you kind of like stopped expecting it, and then out of the blue they just started adding them. That was really cool. Wait, so just set the inner radius to 0. Cool. So already, maybe add just a basic shape for the what's this guy? Okay, this is his torso. Clear. So enter pelvis, crotch. There we go. There we go. So I am just gonna add a quick layer for the new layer for the hands. Just probably keep it a cube as well. Go. Set it to move. There we go. I think that that works for hands. Maybe duplicate it and use the same shape for the fingers. You know, probably won't go too crazy right now. Yeah, definitely. They left a lot of stuff for the last episode. I'll be honest, because like me and my girlfriend were expecting for for everything to start going down in this episode, and for really for shit to start hitting the fan, so to speak, just so that everything just started going downhill and everything. So it was a slower episode than what I expected, but it was really cool to what they did with Wanda and Agnes, and how we learned more about Wanda through Agnes's curiosity. I thought that was really smart to do. But yeah, definitely, I don't know how they're gonna handle it, and how they're gonna finish, how they're gonna bookend the storyline and then dovetail it, because probably what people have been saying is that this dovetails to Doctor Strange, so they'll probably leave us with a massive cliffhanger, and then we'll have to wait like 4 months until Doctor Strange releases, or even longer. It might even take there we go. So duplicate that. So this I'm gonna have to be pretty careful, because I set the inner radius pretty high. There we go. I did have a debate on. Whew, that's looking wonky. That's kind of cool though. So usually hands are mid thigh. There we go. Yeah, that's not working at all. So again, let's go to the profile. That's looking pretty cool. And since they're, you know, since they're giants. Interesting. So, you know, I might have to actually duplicate these and then move them down, because I might actually break the rule I had made for the design for his boots, because I just love the boots in the original design of the character too much, and I can't use it as some sort of hydraulics. There we go. So already looking pretty cool. This guy's gonna be huge. Yes, true. I heard that as well, that Benedict Cumberbatch was gonna show up there at the last episode. So okay, so I thought that the reveal was that there was supposed to be 8 episodes and that there were 9. So you're saying that, huh? So if there is actually 10 episodes, that would be really cool. Though they did also say that they're only supposed to make, I think each show is only supposed to go on for 6 hours. So that would mean that either, well, you know, I haven't counted and I haven't checked up like what timestamp we're at for the whole you know, for the WandaVision series. So yeah, I would definitely be down for there to, you know, be 2 episodes, because you know, it's been fun to have that little bit of Marvel every week, and it's gonna be rough going from one show to the other, since they're not like all following the same corner of their universe. Though I am really excited for Falcon and the Winter Soldier as well. I don't know about you, but yeah, I really like the way they have the different colors for every type of magic, and you have Monica Rambeau as well in there, which, you know, we didn't see at all in the episode, and she was part of the post-credits scene on the last one, and she just didn't appear at all. So I really wonder what they're gonna do with that in the next one. There we go. So, you know, I'm probably gonna stop playing around with the lower body parts, since they're a lot less important than the face and everything. I just wanted to get a rough. There we go. So already looking wonky. He's looking so flat, profile wise. Okay. So just. So probably balance the character a bit more like this. Okay, I think I'm gonna go with that. I'm going to start adding maybe just adding the okay. It's clear. So this is LG to enter, and this is LG1. So this is leg clear. There we go. Enter. Just going to pop right there. Perfect. I just find it so cool as well that like we haven't had, I think we went what, like a year without Marvel shows, and now this year there's gonna be, you know, barring the what, the first week of January, there's gonna be like a Marvel show for every week until Christmas, which I don't know if you saw the trailer for Spider-Man, but man, well, the teaser. Yeah, exactly. I don't know what name they're gonna give her as either, because I had heard Photon, and then I just recently saw Spectrum, which Spectrum might make, well, Photon and Spectrum, I guess, make a lot of sense there, considering how they showed her power in the MCU. But yeah, apparently this one's dovetailing into Miss Marvel, and she's going to be in Miss Marvel as well, and then Miss Marvel brings us directly to Captain Marvel too. So that's going to be that kind of like show to movie trilogy. Really interested to see how that goes, and apparently, you know, because at one point I guess Brie Larson's going to be costing the MCU too much money, so they're probably going to bring in Monica to replace her as the actual Captain Marvel later on, which is what I think. I am so pumped though for Raimi's Doctor Strange. It is gonna be so cool. I'm a little disappointed it's not Scott Derrickson, but okay, so that's cool. Yeah, so the idea is I kind of want them to be able to fly way better. So I want the middle to be a huge, like this huge hole in the middle is actually that round kind of engine that they've had all along in the comics. And what I wanted to do as well is to bring back the all-seeing eye that they had in Cap 2, which is going to be placed on where Stark has his power source. So hopefully it won't make the design too heavy. But yeah, that was the plan. Yeah, exactly. That's going to be pretty cool, just to see how they deal with horror, because they've been doing a really good job of it in WandaVision. You know, those kind of flashes where we see the characters as dead bodies and stuff, or just in the last episode when she was when they were in her memories and she was in her cell over at Hydra, and then the TV shut off, and then you see that Wanda and Agnes are standing behind Wanda. Jesus, I almost soiled myself. Almost soiled myself. It was pretty wild. The same thing with the Pietro, whatever we call him. What character do you think Evan Peters is playing? By the way, because I keep going back and forth on it. So this is looking pretty cool. This guy. There we go. Oh yeah, for sure. You know, Venom is kind of a mixed bag, and I kind of enjoyed it. I'll be honest, but more for the dumpster fire that it is, and how fun how crazy what's his name is, Tom Hardy is. But I'm excited for the second one. You know, to see what they did that. But yeah, it's too bad that they didn't go R-rated, because you can tell that, you know, some stuff was cut off. And wasn't it I think it was the actor or the director that were like super pissed off at Sony about that. The second one should be really funny though. Like with Woody Harrelson, he's so good. That dude. Yeah, actually, I think I'm gonna go like this. Thanks for stopping by and chatting, by the way. Really appreciate it. It's fun to have someone to talk to while I do this. You know, that's probably gonna be good for, since it's just a rough. So, you know, I might cheat on the design. Kind of make these things plates that wrap around. There we go. Yeah, I think that's cool. And I can just go back here. This is like my my piston hydraulics and like more detailed parts for the rough shapes. So probably have, and then a mechanism that brings it down. Do I want to do the same thing for the these guys? Maybe half of them, because I do want them to have that that kind of photon blaster. Wait a second. There we go. Don't want to lose that shape. I think that's pretty cool. Okay. So like since the one that was in that reality was on a different continent and full of holes, she just pulled one out. Yeah, that would make sense, because they didn't clarify either if she was from the 616 or like the main timeline from the movies. So that's going to be interesting as well. Because I wasn't happy about it, but I did also see like bits and pieces of some other leak that's going on, and if that one's true, then they are kind of just jumping into the X-Men universe. Well, they are actually just pulling in characters straight from the Fox universe into the MCU. But I love how they keep expanding the universe. Like with the last episode, with what happens in like just the beginning there, that short part where they're in Salem. I thought that was so cool to see that. Really, they keep widening the universe for the movies. And okay, so I think I'm gonna go detail the face a bit more, because I'm pretty happy with how the body's looking. It's gonna have like some sort of huge fan or jet engine in his stomach and in his hands, so he can like people. And this is like the all-seeing eye that they were using in Cap 2. And the head is more of it's gonna be keeping the same design for sure, but it's really more so that like humans can identify with it as an authority figure and as something to relate to, and that they listen to them in universe. So and for sure, like how I was going with it was a bit wackier than what they'll be doing in the MCU, or you know, if they ever bring them in the MCU for sure. Because I like that kind of crown-ish shape that they have around the head, and I was like, oh, those could be, they could have like pods with amniotic fluid that they store the mutants that they capture while they're on mission. He's kind of looking like he has a beanie. Welcome to the hipster club, bro. Okay. So this guy. So I'm so used to having like multiple sketches of what I did that this is going to be pretty interesting. So, okay, let's get started. First, I'm going to dig into his face a bit, or probably just pull it back with the move tool. Yeah. And I also want to be careful so that they don't look too much like the Sentinels that were in Fortnite, because they did a really good job. I really like how they looked in Fortnite, actually. I didn't play while they were there, but I did enjoy it. So that's the coils. What's this one? Okay, that's the feet. I think I want the feet with the legs. There we go. Torso. Probably bring this. Oh, this is the second torso. There we go. And this is going to be pistons or hydraulics. Let's go with hydraulic limbs. Enter. Okay, great. No, I don't want to duplicate it. I want to create a new layer. Let's go ahead and clay the cube again. Oh yeah, Moon Knight. I'm really excited for that one too. But yeah, it's crazy how they just keep hitting home runs, you know? As much as they kind of, yeah, like as much as like with other franchises, they haven't had the same amount of success. Like the people working like Disney, Marvel Studios within Disney must be like the prize poodles right now. They must be walking around like nothing can hurt them, you know, inside the company, because boy, they're doing everything right. Disney Plus as a whole too, because Mandalorian I quite enjoyed as well. But yeah, me too. I'm really excited for She-Hulk as well. I think that's going to be pretty cool. I'm a little disappointed it's not Alison Brie, but Tatiana Maslany is a really good actress as well. So. So I think we can do is more roll it like this. Okay, so this is probably not going to mix this with the face, because I think this is what Fortnite did actually. So I have this as a jawline. There we go. Okay, so it's already looking cool. Let's go ahead and clay, make some spots for the eyes. There we go. Yeah, so the design's gonna be nothing fancy. Unfortunately, I think it's gonna be pretty faithful, fidèle, as they'd say. But, yeah. Okay, let's new layer, not to mix the eyes up with the rest. Okay, and then to go to remove. Probably duplicate these, make them smaller, and this guy. No, wait a second. So I only have one of these now. Just grab the scene graph. Okay, what's this? Okay, that's a side jaw. Probably just where's that with the head even? Perfect. Actually, might duplicate these and then take the move tool, set the exterior to here, and then just give these guys some cheekbones. One second. There we go. I love setting the inner radius to 100 for hard surface stuff. It goes so well. So it's looking like he has a weird mustache now, but there we go. Probably just duplicate this. Yeah, duplicate this guy. Bring him down, smaller, and make this guy the mouth shape. Oh, no, too big, too big. Okay, great. Probably duplicate this guy again. Make it the, can I flip it over? I can. Great. God, I love this program. So I think, so you know, the head might be too massive. So what I might do even is make like the back of the head empty, just so it makes more sense design-wise. Just make sure not to erase anything that I already did. Yeah, I'm also gonna have to figure out something for this here. You know, because this needs to connect to the back as well. So good. There we go. Some muscle definition right there. Yeah, muscle and robot. Sure. Perfect. Yeah, and the Moon Knight show. Did they release who the actor was gonna be? Okay, so now already I can sort of see that. So this is clear. Enter. So this guy to be there. This guy as well. And this is, yeah, the mouth. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Move. Just bring this jawline down. So yeah, so already I can see that the head is a bit too big. So let me just make this head a bit smaller. It should bring everything else with it, except the eyes, because I didn't fix that. Okay, there we go. So, bring the head. So I think that right now I'm at the part where all the main shapes are done. All the main shapes are pretty much done. I'm just checking the proportions. And so already probably widen this a bit. make him more imposing, just to make the character all that more deadly, you know? Imposing silhouette. Okay. So. Yeah, unfortunately, now if I want to move this, it's going to be a bit touchy. Okay. There we go. These guys as well. Okay, oh yeah, it is gonna be Oscar Isaac. Sick. And who's Ethan Hawke gonna play? Because I think he was announced as well. But oof, yeah, Oscar Isaac for Moon Knight. That's such a great pull. So yeah, still just looking at the proportions a bit. Just widen his stance again, because you know these things are towering. So again, pretty cool because like you know you see them from the side, they're not too imposing, or you see them from the side, they're not too imposing, and then they turn around. They're super big, and excuse me. Hey, thanks, Mr. Noel. Okay, j'ai quasiment fini les basic shapes. I'm doing basic shapes of the sculpt, and then I'll be adding details afterwards. So yeah, so 50 minutes in. I didn't think I'd get this far that quickly. So just still having fun with trying to posing. So I guess I can even just go add figures and stuff for the hands. Alright. Let's go ahead and play. Nope, I'm pretty sure I selected the square. There we go. Add. Make it smaller. And then just move it down. Oh, see that's not what you want to do. Select this. New layer, and there we go. Make it a bit. Oof, that's looking janky. Okay, great. Move it. Inner radius is still 100, so I guess that's okay. Yeah, for Moon Knight, they're pretty excited about this show as well. I don't know, I'm not as familiar with the character as I'd like to be, and I'm kind of torn because I do want to read up on it, but I don't want to you know, ruin the show for me. Which is funny, you know, because it comes from shows, it comes from comics, and then you don't want to ruin the new media they're creating by going back into the what inspired the actual content, well, new video, so. Duplicate. And duplicate. So already now you can see that with how big his arms are, his legs are totally disproportionate. He's kind of looking more like an ape robot than a sentinel. just because of how big his arms are compared to the rest. So maybe what I will do though is, so these fingers, so I might actually have to separate. Huh, what's this guy? Okay, so that's hands. Clear. There we go. And I'll just go ahead and select all these guys. And okay, bring him up to hands. Perfect. So I can just make this. Oh, I'm missing the thumb. There we go. So bring that to the hands as well. There we go. Probably just. Oh. Merge all of these too. Because they don't really need to be separate for the moment. So just bring these hands in, make them a bit smaller. Yeah. Okay, this guy, inner radius is still 100. So yes, I think it's the upper thigh the problem. Yeah, exactly. I actually that's something I still have to get myself more familiar with, because I think I love anime and what they're doing with it, but I haven't been watching enough of it. The most recent one I watched, which I really liked, was Attack on Titan. I watched it the entire, I want to say first. I think I got to the. Oh, how many seasons are there? I think there's the third one's the new one. So I think I almost finished season 2, and then I think I stopped being able to get them, or my Crunchyroll subscription has had bottomed out, so I stopped watching it for some reason. But yeah, exactly. You know, it's funny that it's just they're doing such a great job of adapting it that if you go read the original thing, you're spoiling yourself. You know, it's not like a comic. That's what's different about comic books versus movies. The stories are so visual, and you know, 'cause books have so much more like real estate in terms of time than movies, that the products end up being so different that you can read the book and then go see the movie. But for comic books, that doesn't work, because so much of what the thing is actually about is what happens like visually and how the characters look and everything. So it's so easy to spoil stuff. Perfect. So already I think the legs are the right length now. They're looking a bit wobbly. The move tool like this, it's such a good way to get like details in. It's not even necessarily stuff I'm gonna keep. So I'm ruining these legs up real bad. So these guys aren't Magneto-proof like the Fox X-Men movies. You know, Days of Future Past, or how did they did the Sentinels was just so smart. I did not have that creative genius, so you know, if Magneto shows up, these guys are toast. except if Magneto doesn't have any effect on vibranium, which I'm not aware of. You know, that's another thing. They already have like the the magic metal in the Marvel universe. I wonder if like Wolverine's claws are gonna be vibranium, or they're gonna bring in adamantium into the mix. Because they already have that kind of like, you know, war of resources going on between different countries and Wakanda for vibranium and all that it can be used for. So I wonder if they're just gonna like ride that wave and use that as like what the states used to beef up Wolverine. So really excited to see how they bring in the mutants. So yeah, looking pretty cool already. So the face is looking a bit more detailed. Looking so frail. Okay, I'm gonna go add the jet engine, and then I think the the basic shapes part is gonna be over for now, and I'll have to come back. Wait a second. Oh really? Okay, so the seasons that were released beforehand was 1 through 3, and the new one is season 4. Okay, yeah, I really have to get back onto it because yeah, it's crazy good, and the animation is what I found was too bad was there was a drop in animation quality between season 1 and season 2, because that season 1 animation was just so good, and the line thickness, you know, the line thickness was really crazy. Is what made it all for me, which probably sounds really stupid, but yeah. Okay, so yeah, I have to get on that then. I have to find how to get it. And it's really, like, it's sort of faded away, Attack on Titan, and then they seem to have come back so hard, just in the general, in the, you know, in popularity with this 4th season. So I'm really excited to see what they did with it. And let's go ahead and take away. Okay, stamp. No, we want clay. Let's go to this guy. Erase. Yeah. Yeah, what I found was really too bad too is that they, like, the first season is on Netflix, and then they just never bothered to bring any of the other ones in. So that was a bummer. Okay, so it's not looking too busy for the moment. Let's go ahead and add another one. New layer. Set it to add. Then have that jet engine that's in the middle. It's looking weird. Okay. The shape, not the overall design. I'm quite happy with the design, actually. This guy, erase. Yeah, so I'm stepping in front of the light again. Where's the light? There we go. Yeah, maybe take off the mirror. Yeah. Oof. Very cool. And like if they were life size, I wonder if my computer can do it. Though you guys might not see much. I'll do it in the second step. Second part. So yeah, so I think this is what the basic shapes are looking like. I'm pretty happy with the design. I think it has a nice flow. The legs are a bit too wavy, but it kind of matches with what's going on with the back, so I can probably get a really nice like swoop kind of line going. So yeah, so this is it for now. I'll be taking a 10 to 15 minute break just to rest the eyes a bit, and then I'll come back and I'll get to work on the details. So yeah, thanks for to Dam and Vincent and all the other ones there that were there. I really appreciate you guys chatting me up. So perfect. Let's stop it there, and as I said, I'll be back there. You know, around 1:20 p.m., which is depending on your time zone. It's EST. So, all right. Let me just set up the break screen. Okay, perfect. So thanks to everyone. Talk to you later. I'll be back there yeah, in 15 minutes, and it'll be the details part, so you'll be looking through my eyes, so the overlay and the setup will change. All right, so talk to you soon. Okay, so the Mac is the Mac is back. The mic is back on. Let me just transfer it over. There we go. So this is the okay, wait a second. I'm just gonna. Can I put it between the two? No. There you go. How about here? Can I put the program? Okay, so sorry. I'm just I know it's not the time fixing some of the overlay. There we go. Okay. Just like not seeing it. What about here? Okay, so what if I go back to okay, so no, the overlay there is not working. So welcome back, everyone. Just setting up my my window here. Let me just bring it closer, just so I can see the chat and if my stream is still alive. So let me just wow, 4.3 meters away, way way too far. There we go. Okay, great. So let's go back to here, to medium. That's correct. Perfect. So here we're at the second step. I imported all my reference over. So it's just some images that I went scouring on the web to try and find some inspiration. This one I just put it in because I think it was the first appearance of Sentinels on camera. They're not as cool as these ones. These ones from the Days of Future Past I thought were really interested and kind of inspired me weightlessness wise. There we go. Yeah, so perfect. So we're gonna continue this guy. So trying to bring it here. There we go. So torso. The head is pretty far as well. Let's bring up the head over here. Okay, great. So I think that first things first, I think I am gonna go into a bit more detail with the face. I'm gonna try not to whip my face around too much. For a second, just not to give people a whiplash. So, you know, I really like the crown on this guy and how imposing he is. So perfect. So let's get started. So already I'm gonna choose this shape right here, and then just choose a stamp that I'm going to be using a lot, just to keep everything okay. There we go. Go to add single. So already I think I'm going to start by go activating the mirror. This probably even bring up the resolution of this here layer. There we go. So this should be better. It's still not sharp enough, but you know, I think that has to do with the stamp itself. Let's see. Yeah, that's the stamp. Okay, might be too much also for my PC right now. So let's go back. So I'm on my new layer. There we go. Move. Set the inner radius to 100, just so I can play with it like this. So for this kind of stuff, just go ahead and increase. Okay, that's looking good. And then choose a flatten. Give him some nice hard edges here and there. Perfect. So I think that's looking cool. This guy, I might actually... Okay, increase resolution. And perfect, and then just flatten right on him. Okay, that didn't work. There we go. So if I go with the move, inner radius back. Like this, and then, okay, I do not want him to have a goatee, so let's just go. There we go. Yeah, I think that's looking pretty cool. This guy probably, this here as well, and this here. So even more, probably go ahead and remove some clay on this. There we go. Just remove what's here. There we go. Let's keep it like that for now. Now let's go ahead and work on probably the jaw. So this. Okay. So this guy right here, I'm gonna go ahead and I won't duplicate it, but there we go. Put it to add new layer. Did I create a new layer? I did not. So do not want it to be buck teeth. Okay, that's looking pretty cool. You know, I might want to just to keep the edge, the hard edges, increase the resolution a bit. Just a teeny bit, so like this, perfect. And get with the move tool, just bring it over like this. Okay, so already this guy, I can go ahead and clay, erase, just erase the part that's here. There we go, and then probably even duplicate this guy and bring it up and use it as the mouth. So just increase the resolution. Okay, that's good. And then just to keep those hard edges there, make it bigger. And then let's just go here and remove. So that is. So he's looking a bit smiley. I'll probably fix that up with some media magic later on. So let's just go ahead and choose this guy again. There we go. And then I'm just gonna go add the side eye. Yeah, see. So that's what I mean about keeping the stamps steady. It really lets you have a design language that stays constant when you're working. Clay. Let's go ahead and make the edges a bit sharper. Probably just with flatten, actually. There we go. So, you know, I might actually have these a bit farther down. Okay, that's cool. That's better. So this guy and this guy can merge them, and then just soften this up. And then maybe just to add some detail, clay, set it to erase. Whoa. So it's kind of like that, but not as harsh. So, something like that. Perfect. So this guy, I'm gonna have to increase. Okay, and then probably choose a flatten. Oh, that's true. I can even set the shape of the move tool. Okay, so just to reinforce the brow, maybe. So that's looking pretty cool. Let's go ahead and clay. I think I'm gonna go with this guy here, unless there's let's go ahead and check here, a simple rectangle that I can use. You know, maybe this guy actually. So, go. Just place my tip back correctly. Set it to add. I'm gonna go do that. Yeah, do this as mutton chops. All right, so new layer. So move. So I think I want to set it to here. Oh, that's cool. kind of looking apocalypse-y a bit. This, and then oh, you know, I might actually leave it like that. And okay, great. This guy, I can go ahead and play and remove some stuff. So it's always, you know, pretty much this process. It's adding new shapes and then removing what you don't want anymore. Just making sure I'm staying in the camera, because again, I was completely out of it. So just checking my balance. Okay, great. Perfect. So this. Okay, so now it's time for the eyes. It's time for the eyes. So just increase, increase, increase. Okay. So I'm kind of liking this. Maybe they're a bit too far back. Keep them where they were. Perfect. Maybe just new layer. Set it to add. Maybe even save. I haven't saved in a while. I feel like I should do that. There we go. Oh, no, that's cool. Perfect. So I can choose this guy and then go ahead and clay, choose this one, and then just like this. That's good. And just set it to erase. So I just want to remove the middle part of it. So we'll just go ahead and do this. Oh yeah, that's creepy. Okay, and it's funny. It's actually kind of looking like the Iron Giant, so, which is. There we go. Okay, just let me. It's like an evil version of the Iron Giant. Perfect. No, they're not looking. Okay, so this guy, I'll be able to so this guy, let's go ahead and just delete it. Whoa. Okay, see, this is the Iron Giant. Okay. Clay. Go and select this guy. This guy's been working well for me. Wait a second. Okay, why can't I? Okay, I don't have new layer. Okay. Set it to add. Be sure to. Choose this guy, erase. Just gonna go ahead and add some, yeah, that should be good, just to give him a nice hard edge. No, I want it to be a flat as possible. It's looking pretty cool. Okay, and then bring that down. You do it a bit bigger. So yeah, you kind of don't want them to look too evil. This guy maybe? Probably even more resolution. There we go. Yeah, see, so this is the problem with this guy. It's not sharp enough. Where'd you go? There we go. So, I don't know if in mechanical. This one does look pretty cool though. Do this, and then new layer. So, it's actually add. So, new layer. Do it again. Okay. Okay, then you can go right to erase. perfect. So let me just, this guy, maybe make him a bit bigger. You know, he's still looking happy. So what I might do is actually just indent his mouth the opposite way. Let's just see if that works. So, or just actually the move tool, probably be less destructive. Grab this guy. Set the inner radius to 100. Okay, see, that could work. So derpy. You know, it might be because his mouth is too small. Yeah, see, that might be the answer. Save, and I'm gonna go just change the song. Not too fond of it, so let's just go ahead and real quick. Okay, this is pretty cool. Yeah, I like the. I think I like it. The design for now. Okay, great. Now let's get started on the chest piece, because that one's pretty important too. So, okay, how am I gonna do this? Maybe I want to actually, wait a second. Take this guy. Okay, save it. You know, before I start doing anything crazy, I might go ahead and just save the face and see what I can. So this and this. I don't want to, but this guy. Yeah, that can be merged with that. Merge it. Okay. This is more like the jaw. Okay. So already this and this can merge. It's just the face as a whole, the eyes, the jaw. Okay, that works. So this is more like jaw. Now, yeah, this is when I start erasing stuff that I want to write. It's at that part. Okay, eyes, perfect, clear, enter, and face. Whoa, you know what? That's jaw. No, this is face. Nope, this is face. Nope. This is face. Okay, great. So this is the new head. Clear, clear. Head. There we go. Perfect. You know, just as I keep repeating, just to keep the perfect, the layer structure easier to read while I'm working. So torso. So let's go ahead and add some quick detail on this torso. One of the things I like doing is to take like one of the stamps, and then just make sure that the edges that I want to be sharp are indeed sharp. And this is funny because this actually is the same if I'm working in 3D or 2D. You want to make sure that your edges are correct. So, and you know, this a more careful person would do this with the flatten tool, or you know, in a less destructive way. But okay, just make sure I can see OBS. Perfect. You know, I don't know what it is. Keep getting out of frame. Let's just do it like this. Okay. Yeah, this is usually what happens. Great. Okay. Perfect. So let's duplicate that. Bring it a bit farther, and then just go ahead and start removing shapes from it. I'm going to go ahead and merge these two together with this guy. Okay, now I think it's just a quick flatten. Perfect, and then maybe I do think clay, this guy, nope, okay, see, this guy, constrained to surface, oh, that's why, so, oh, and it's set to single, of course, so, so it's not working too much. So let's just leave it at that. Take off the constraint to surface because it's taking up all the resources. Perfect. Perfect. Maybe even go in with the round tool, so I can create a circular hole here for the rest of his techie bits. Perfect. Now this guy. Oh. Oh, okay, so I have duplicated this guy too. Anything that was connected with the torso, I suppose. Interesting. Okay, so now what I do want to do is, wow, duplicate, and then, there we go. So this is going to be complicated a bit. Oh, okay. And then, maybe take this guy, set it to add, of course, single. Okay, let me just, new layer, is it at add? Okay, sounds good. So like this, and then take that move tool. Again, I could have sat down for this part. Starting to feel it, definitely, but it's always that thing of like, this is the only time in the week I'm standing up for more than like 30 seconds, say when I'm like cooking or something, so, I guess you want to keep that intact. the least amount of exercise you do, might as well keep it in the schedule. So, go ahead and choose the move tool, the inner radius to 100, and then I'm just gonna bring it down. Like this. So this guy is there at 26. Let's go and duplicate it. Bring it down, make it smaller. And now I can choose the move tool. Just set it to how I want it to be. Hide these guys. Okay, see, that's a pretty cool design. Duplicate that again. Make it smaller. First one, what if I were to duplicate it? Bring it here, and then do this. Or, I think I'd be able to flip it. Nope. So, you know, actually what I might just do is just select that guy, duplicate it, bring it down. Wow. Erase all of that. Clay. Okay. Move tool. Set the shape to this guy. Kind of the same shape in the front as well. So I'm going to choose this guy. Wait a second. First off, these guys. Merge them. Perfect. Okay. Away from the camera again. So this is how it's looking for now. Let's just go ahead and save it. So already this guy. Okay, this guy. So I guess I just want it to look like, there we go, there we go, some sort of jet engine. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Just gonna add this guy, new layer. Okay. So I just want to make it fit with the rest of the design. Okay, that's cool, and it's kind of gonna look like pectoral muscles, which is pretty cool. So if I want to duplicate that, and then go to move, set the inner radius to 100, and then just maybe a bit smaller. You want to duplicate that again, bring it down, make it a bit smaller. I didn't rotate it too much. Just to bring back that flow of shapes from the front. So already, I kind of like how that's looking. I do not like the curve right there. Okay, maybe with the square shape. You know what? I'm probably just gonna go right to erasing stuff. Whew. That hurts. Guy. Kate, move. Probably choose the circle one again, so I'm not stepping on anybody's toes. See, because this curve is one I can work with. do this one. Sorry again, staying pretty quiet at this point in the video. It's very at this point in the design, it tends to get pretty heavy detail-wise, which means that whoa! Sometimes I need to clamp down. Which means that also I might have to add the same kind of muscly shape. So if I can just select this one, duplicate it. Oh boy. Okay. This one's gonna be it isn't. There we go. It. Just want to duplicate it. Oh, this guy. These guys. Interesting. Probably forgot a small part up there. Again, turning around a lot. Yeah, I'm not hating the design, honestly. I'm not hating the design, honestly, because it's, it almost feels a bit like Ultron. The way it moves, so, yeah, that's something I quite like. Even though, like, in my mind, I said I didn't want to go too curvy. I think it has a good mix of, like, not elegance, but like flow and kind of like almost like ferociousness, just to, you know, you don't want to get a run-in with this dude. smooth that out. Perfect. So, how about this guy? I might want to go ahead and erase some of the middle. Yeah, just to continue with that trend that it's all an exoskeleton. So just go ahead and you know, save, of course. Wow, already 220. So already I'm really liking the way the design moves. You can really see that there's the jet engine there. There's a kind of thought thing here, and it's got a really nice like flow, the shoulders and back. Might try to go ahead and repeat this design with the arms. So it's funny because that's what I did on the legs too earlier when I was yeah. Okay, perfect. So it's like that. I go ahead and increase. Perfect. To duplicate it. Okay, maybe. So I do want to perfect. Send it to this guy. See, this part's fine. Save again. Okay, now what I want to do is go ahead and duplicate this. Yeah, like that. And then move this guy. Send it to here. Lower the inner radius. Okay, that's pretty cool. And then just one last one. Because whatever the design, usually in threes. Did I set the inner radius to 0? Okay, great. This is also the hub. Oh, like a lot of moving parts. So it's a little hard. So actually, it's looking pretty cool. And then probably with this one here, you want to add. Okay, that's all. Still set to erase. Just want it to be some sort of bearing. That's definitely not working. So if this guy were life size, whew, you would not want to get in his way. Perfect. So I might try to do his hands next because they're looking real wonky. So to move with the inner radius at 100. Whoa. You know? Works really well. What's this guy got to do? Okay, hands. I do probably want to duplicate this guy, bring one of them forward, and that, delete that. But this, probably have the square one for this. You know, I get the feeling that, yeah, the inner radius, it's almost 100, but not totally. Perfect. Just go ahead Who's this guy? Set it to race. Let's go ahead and save. Just saw it. Okay. Just saw the whole screen flicker. So. Okay. This guy. Okay. Inner radius, set it back to 0. This is actually just going to be the thumb thing, so just while I had it in mind, just going to do it. There we go. Just some sort of joint. Perfect. Flatten. This guy. Woo. Okay, and this one, this guy can have the hole in the middle. Clay, 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 clay here. Circle, trust the circle. Actually, no, this one will do for this one. You know what? I want this guy. And then just add a new layer. you want it to be though. Sorry about that. I trust you, like, you know, that thing, the plasma cannon. So, go ahead and delete these fingerlows. And then, just gonna go and add some that make a little more sense. So, some phalanges, as Phoebe would say. Okay, just go ahead and just a basic square. Make something that's simple, but that'll look cool once it's repetited. Once it's used repetitively. So, clay. Just go ahead and erase some. So, can't believe already come into the end of this week's weekend stream. So again, thanks to everyone there who dropped by. Oh, that'll look cool. Very appreciated, and glad there to have some people. Some people here for when I'm doing this stuff. So interesting. Okay, so I guess I'll duplicate it. Choose the clay, erase this thing, and then choose this guy, and then go ahead and erase the throat. So if I choose this, interesting. Okay. Put the finger back here. So now, of course, wow, that's a lot of layers. That is a lot of layers. So what are these guys? Arms, arms, arms. So this can be merged. See that one, I suppose. Okay, what's this then? Oh, this is all the... Yeah. So this, and that is the shoulder pad stuff. So we can go ahead and merge those. And this must be all the chesticles. And these are the... shoot. So this is the chesticles and the pecticles. Nope. This is shoulder. Nope. Okay. Shoulder. So this is it. Bam. Bam. Go ahead and merge those. Okay, well. Merge those two. Perfect. I have these guys, these guys, these guys. Okay, cool. Now I was working on the fingers. You guys took me off of the fingers. Okay. So, duplicate. Nope. And move. It's not set to 100. Yes, it is. Okay. Oh. Okay, let me just... Okay. I had done this. I had done this part. Wait. Okay. 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 That looks cool. Probably due for a... Well, how about that? For a glass of water, make it a bit smaller. Go ahead and choose the move tool. Move it back. Being difficult. Okay. Every time I move it, it destroys it a bit. Okay. This one, and then we just want to duplicate. Move it in front. Just make it a bit smaller, and then... So, I've been working on a comic book for, you know, a year. It's been a year officially this week, I guess, that I've been working on the actual pages. Before that, it was just storyboarding and everything. And you kind of, I've been drawing so many hands that you realize stuff, you know, that's literally been staring you at the face your whole life, and which is that the last part of your fingers, are the last two bones that are at the end of your hands, they're as long as the first one. So that's super helpful when it comes to drawing hands. Like anatomically speaking, it's probably there we go. Where's this guy? Oh, he's probably in the head. Okay, great. You know, it's probably an oversimplification, but can I delete this? I cannot. Why are there 4? What's this guy? Okay. Okay. Thoroughly confused. What's this guy? Okay, so these 3 can go somewhere else. Also, I'm just looking for hands here. You know. Perfect. This guy. So this one, if I, no, save. If I duplicate it, oh yeah. So again, this guy, duplicate. Oh, so I am gonna have to. Interesting. So I might have to. Okay, what I'm gonna do. So these guys. So I'm gonna duplicate it, and I'm gonna merge it with his little buddies. So that. Okay, that works. Okay, great. And then duplicate again, move up, scale down a little bit. You know, I kind of like the 3-finger look. I don't know why, though it might not fit in this circumstance. Oh, that's just great. Wait a second. You know, probably just gonna do this. These guys smaller. Small. There we go. Go. Okay, perfect. Generally speaking, people have 4 fingers. Okay, great. So I can go ahead and duplicate this guy. Oh, I just stretch this guy a bit. Okay, that works. And then just go ahead and duplicate this guy. Perfect. So now I have, oh, these guys' hands. If I select this guy, okay. Wow. So I do want to, what's this one? Okay, it's that. So if I select all of them, bam, bam, under hands, this guy doesn't matter. So let's say, let's put finger. Clear, so UM for unmerged, and then finger, enter, perfect. So if I select this guy, no. Is it gonna be this guy? No. What do I have to select to move everything then? Interesting. So this guy. Okay, that's what this is. Kidding me? Okay. So, how about this one? Clay. Yeah, that looks good. The square is good. Yeah. And what's this guy doing so big? Perfect. Yeah, so I'm pretty happy with this. So let's go ahead and save. Wow. So what about this guy right here? You know, probably just there we go. And I just want to add a new one. It'll serve as the there we go. The all-seeing eye. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with it, honestly. So if I was to color it, well then, this one, so if I save, perfect. Because what I probably will end up doing is just posing him like he's shooting something in the foreground, and then have, kind of like this shot right here. This shot right here. Somebody in the foreground, like this or like this, like that. Just, it's gonna be this type of composition, and with this dude, with the lighting and everything, and already, if I wanted, if I wanted his more metallic parts to look more metallic, what I would do is just, you go to metal, switch it to the metal kind, and diffuse full light. No occlusion. And then, you know, if I were to paint it, this is one of like the more purplish parts. You go like this, and then you go. Nope. There we go. And even that's looking a bit too saturated. So if I wanted, yeah, see, that's already cooler. And then this guy, I can just save current settings, then go here, and then load current settings, and then you just go and color it in. But, not so fast though, because so I saved it. Okay, and then I just want to make sure that it's saved. It's saved in a new layer. So this is okay. So already it wasn't the right thing. So clear. So this is gonna be stream, and this was 02, 27, 21, and that's gonna be posing. Enter. Save. So this is generally the one that I save it into a new layer so that I can paint it. Interesting. Why isn't it working? That's a good question. Maybe it's just not loading. Okay, it's just buggy, I guess. So this guy's got a pretty simple color scheme. And if I was to go ahead and do this and then load, so this guy, so this is how I get color quickly on the model, and then you, yeah. And like you want to have like 2 or 3 different types of color pops on it. So you would want to have 1, 2 that's kind of like a sickly skin color. No, not that at all. So look at this. So we're going there. You can see there where I was lazy and didn't separate my layers correctly. You know, if I were to put that color, I'm not sure, because I kind of like it more gray. So also, and then what you do is you take your lights up and try to find. You know, so for this guy, since he's like towering over people, you want the light to be coming from underneath. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So this is what my take on the Sentinel would look like. It's not very MCU-y, you know. What if I were to make him huge, like life size? That's pretty cool. It would probably even be even bigger.
So yeah, so what's going to be fun about the overpaint on this one is trying to convey size and like him destroying things with color in the eyes as well. So, you know, if I wanted to have point light enabled, and then you just want to more reddish. You don't want it to be too bright. You don't want the radius to be too big. So. So already, you know, you can see where I'm going with this. Then even that jet engines. Okay, there we go. Which that one would be, you know, quite a bit bigger. Probably a different color as well, just to separate it. So yeah, it's crazy what you could get quickly for like to be able to paint over in Photoshop. So alright, I'll stop rambling. Thanks to everyone who swung by. Let me see if I can so yeah, thanks to everyone who swung by. This is the final that I ended up with. So pretty happy with the results. I'm really excited to bring this one out into Photoshop and start having fun with it. So alright, thanks to everyone who joined, and make a big, and see you guys on the next one. Alright, oh, next week I will not, next weekend and probably during the week I will not be streaming. It has nothing to do with the fact that it's my birthday and I'm taking a week off. It is my birthday. I'm not taking a week off, I just won't be available to stream. Okay, so alright, thanks guys, but I'll be picking stuff back up right on on my return, which is going to be like second week of March or something. Alright, have a good one. Thanks to everyone there who stopped by once again. I really enjoy doing these and having people over. Alright, so have a good one, guys. And gals. I'm not trying to be binary. Okay.